In the traditional sense of testing, 1, 2, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Back like I never left. It's been a couple of weeks. It's just because I've been a busy guy. I don't know. It could be a lot. I'm growing this out. That's the problem. I got no time for much more than just growing this. Good thing is I could put the beard butter back in. So I cut this thing off months ago and I regret it because my wife bought me some beard butter. And if you don't know what beard butter is, it basically makes the bristle turn into some smooth, feathery goodness. If you don't know what beard butter is, it's basically beard butter is exactly what it sounds like. It's soft, smooth. If you have like a facial hair Brillo pad-ish, or makes you itch, and it feels kind of like scruffy, like you're sleeping on sandpaper, beard butter is the thing to get. I'll find it and put it up on the screen sometime later, whatever. But I'm here for another beer tasting, and dang it, that light, I can't get this right. I'm gonna have to take that off. That's right, I got a haircut too. A little redness too, you know. I've been out in the sun a little bit, you know. We just had a holiday celebration, so I'm not really gonna say which holiday because then I'm dating my stuff. I don't want to date it, you know what I mean? I want it to be fresh all the time. Except I know you can see the date down there and it's like 20 something something. So anyways, no dating. I decided I'm going to try to taste test all of the Riverwatch Brewing Company local beers, and this will be my third attempt. I wanted to say that I did cheat a little. Over the weekend I ran really low on beer, and the beer I'm tasting today, there were 6 of them and I drank 3. Once again, got me a nice trusty bottle opener. This one is a Magic Hat Brewing Company. Funny thing about that Magic Hat situation, I got this years ago. I want to say like 2009 or something, and that was kind of my initiation into craft beer. As in Georgia, I really didn't know anything but Bud Light, Budweiser. Yingling was getting popular, whatever, like everything else. Of course, Coors Light, all that, everything you think of. That's all we were taught, or maybe I just wasn't listening. But Magic Hat was like, yo, you ever try that Magic Hat? No, I have not, but I do have a bottle opener, and whatever, this thing works. Sometimes when you're tipsy, you use the wrong side, but this thing comes in handy at parties. I'm not sure how many hands have been on this. It's not about that right now. It's about the beer. So what we got going on right now? Check it out. I got the Savannah River Brewing Company Westobou. Now, many of you are out there thinking to yourself, saying to yourself, what kind of name is that for beer? You know what I'm saying? If you can see, that's actually an arrow. It looks like an Indian arrow. So, Westobou, for all those that aren't from the South, from Georgia, Westobou was the old name for the Savannah River. So, I'm guessing, since this is a Savannah River Brewing Company, that not only did they name the beer after it as a dedication, but also as a way to represent the actual beer company, which is awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good marketing. You know what I mean? I'm digging that. And don't have my glasses, but let's see. I'm gonna start reading these bottles too, because apparently there's some pretty good information on these things, and I'm just not gonna re-edit my videos in order to please everybody. So this will be the first one of the third one of these that I really have drank. 2 have drunken. I was drunk. I had 3 of these, but this is also the third tasting video, and this is the first attempt at reading everything that's on the label, because that's what it's about. If you want to learn a little bit more about this beer, it is available to look at the actual label at SavannahRiverBrew.com. I'll put that on the bottom so you can see it. But anyways, let's read that real quick, because I'm wasting time. The beer's getting a little warm. I'm getting thirsty, and time is flying away from me. Hello. A prideful amber ale named in the tradition of the Westobou River, now known as the Savannah River. It has complex malt flavors balanced by an extra helping of Chinook hops. I don't even know what Chinook hops is, but I will tell you this, on a hop scale, it's a number 2. A number 2 is a hoppy style. So, it's got some hops influence. Hello, there she is. Westobou also is a festival that Augusta throws. It's a 5-day event, and it's for arts and creative design and creative poetry, world music, world art, world arts and crafts. Just a whole mixture of things that you can get into when you're in Augusta, Georgia for 5 days. I actually wrote something down about it because I'm no good at going on top of, off the dome, as they say in different areas. Westobou events, be they engaging and accessible or pushing creative boundaries and encouraging conversation, are all planned, designed, and staged with a single goal in mind: a richer regional understanding of creative impulse. So it's a way that you guys visit in our town, go down to downtown Augusta, and that's normally where they hold this 5-day event, but they block off parts of the street downtown. Some of the homeless get upset about it, but they can wiggle themselves into the side alleys or whatever, catch themselves a little bit of, you know, drink action if they want to. There are hustlers out there, like with every place, you know what I mean? But what you got to do, the good from the bad, and it's the ones that have been on that street for like more than 2 years. Those are the ones you got to watch out for, because they run a big hustle game. It's not anymore like, yo, you got some spare change. It's actually like, yo, you got 54 cents I can borrow? You got 54 cents I can borrow, so you're going to give it back to me later, and also it's 54 cents. Should I round that up to 60 or push that to 2 quarters? I don't know. You're confusing me. It's like, dang it, here, just take the dollar. And who wins? I don't know. Anyways, Westobou. I'm actually going to pour it in a Mount Olive pickled spear glass, because that's how we do it in the South. Not really, but that's how I do it sometimes. When I'm running out of glasses, or I'm trying to be nice and give my cold steins away, or if I got glasses up in the cabinet that need to be washed by some of these kids, you know, this is what I got. But I will tell you this, let this sucker soak overnight. If you got pickle jars like this, kind of like mason jars, the whole pickles, Mount Olives, pretty important. They got like 6 or 7 different kinds of shapes, styles, sizes, girths, widths, radiuses. But you let this thing soak with a little bit of dish detergent overnight, because you got to get that pickle smell out of there. It's not one of those you just, oh, well, I'm done, let me just drink the pickle juice and wash it, and then like an hour later it's ready to go. No, something about that. There's something about that Mount Olive pickle. It gets right inside that glass. Let it soak. Anyways, beer's popped open by my can opener that I got as a gift, or I stole that one, I can't remember. But pour, gentle pour in the corner, check that out. I don't know if you can see that because it's the mason jar, but that pour is okay, got a little head on it. Let's see what's going on there. It's red, kind of like the label. Nothing wrong with that. It is red. The other 3 that I've drank over the weekend, basically, I didn't know what color it was. I drank it straight out the bottle. But this apparently is what it looks like. It's an amber ale, which I forgot to read the rest of that. It's an amber ale. It's a Deep South, high hops. So that's another reason for that name, Westobou, Deep South. Now let's take a small sip and see what's going on, shall we? Yeah, I remember it. That's really good. What can I say about it? Well, it's got the potential to be one of those amber ales that can compete against the big timers. Now, whether or not Savannah River Brewing Company wants to compete with big timers, which I doubt, it can be compared. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to say Newcastle with offending anybody from there, but let me tell you something. This is my damn YouTube channel. I don't say what I want. Now, granted, let me tell you this. This is the 4th one I've drank, so obviously it's still good. I've only had the other 2 from a previous YouTube clip, and I can say that this one here matches up there with them. A little higher because I had more than I had more than 3 of them, but I like it. I will take another sip. So when to drink this? I will say, probably at the end of summer. It's not one of those beers that you want to sit out in the heat with, because it does have something on the palate that it's thick, and it's not as thick as in a stout. This is an amber ale. So this is one of those you want to drink when it gets a little cooler outside, or if you're at 10 o'clock. This is a 10 o'clock at night beer. Matter of fact, that's about what time it is right now, about 10 o'clock. I'm giving away, you know, times of when I drink and weekdays. But let's get back to it. All I'm saying is, it is one of those beers that you've been sitting at the bar for a little while, and if you do have this on tap, grab it around 9 or 10 o'clock, because it has a way of, it's a calming kind of taste. That's the best way I can explain it. This isn't one of those, give me another beer thing. It's not. This is one where you had a lot. You've been to a couple bars. You chilling. You just had dinner. And now you're out and about in the town. You decided to stop for a moment and have something to sip on. You've had 3 or 4 other beers before this one. This is your on the other side of the hill kind of drink. It's not to start off with. It's actually to end with. And that's really a good thing. I want to say this Westobou is up there. It's really good. The percent of alcohol and the ABV in here, Lordy, I want to say that says 5.5%, which is good. 6 of those will make you feeling good. Anyways, that's what I got going on right now. This is a really delicious after hours drink. I would recommend it. Savannah River Brew Company. I've spoken about a lot of things today, and maybe it's the time of night. Maybe I'm just getting used to the camera and loving how things are, you know? Maybe the light's finally working in my favor. You know what else is working in my favor? Savannah River Brewing Company's Westobou Amber Ale. It's up there with the rest of them. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time. I'm gonna let this thing go. Yo, beard butter. That's what it is. Maestro's beard butter. So actually there's 4 or 5 of them on the market. This one right here is just so much, it's creamy. It's amazing. I'll put a little bit in right now so y'all can see real quick. So it's kind of has a minty kind of aroma. And I guess that's where, so you just take a little bit of this. You put 3 or 4 more fingers of this onto your palm, rub it in, pull that down. Hold up. Let's get a little bit more of that. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Basically, you drop it on there like that. It's so minty. It's almost like, I don't want to say that it smells like Bengay. But it is in the same category as that kind of a mint. Kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub when you used to be sick back in the day. And your mom used to put that Vapor Rub on the chest. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's smooth. It makes everything so smooth.